GFC. We are very, very happy to be here on the stage of today's session, like teacher, students, parents, jointly. You know, everyone, we are facing a lot of technical and digital issue and in our education field. We are going to hear from our all eminent speakers from around the world. So we are today's session is a very important session, which our all participants will wait with us and hear from our all the speakers. On behalf of Global Friends Club, I would like to warmly welcome our today's program host and managing director of GFC, Dr. Inga Kharchilava from Georgia. Today's moderator, Dr. Tania Simmons from USA, and our guest of honor, Nada Ratkovic from Croatia, and all other speakers from around the world. At the same time, I would like to welcome our all participants. And one thing is important, our today's session participant will get a certificate by the filling the attendance link, and I will share the attendance link before the end of the meeting. So stay with us, and we should start our session, and that's why I request to Inga Kharchilava, please. Stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Inga Kharchilava from Georgia. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is an amazing and important day for me, for Global Friends Club, and I think, of course, for us. I'm glad to see you, and we are together today. We continue to study together and share your knowledge, which is other. We grow up together and try to build a new education world. I look forward to hearing from all of your eminent speakers on the topic of teacher, students, parents. Oh, yes, this is really important issue. I look forward to your presentation. It's one of the most important issues for sustainable development. Thanks to Mr. Akkas, the founder of Global Friends Club, for this opportunity. It is really meaningful issue for all. We study and also distribute light around the world, do an amazing job. I also welcome our amazing and wonderful moderator, Dr. Tania from USA. Wow, Ambassador Dr. Tania Simmons. She is BCNZ girl and founder of Healing for the Notions, a global humanitarian work which has sustainable development goals, UN initiatives such as clean water, food, companies, education, and access to medical care. Wow, welcome, my dear. Welcome to all of our esteemed speakers at our important session. Thank you them for their enthusiasm and amazing work. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, all the participants from all over the world. Thank you for your support and activities. And of course, many thanks to the Global Friends Club team for their excellent and organizer work. Wow, congratulations. I wish you good luck, everyone. Dr. Tania?
Thank you very much.
Oh, well, yeah, really, Dr. Inga, that was absolutely amazing. We all love you and appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I give honor to the Global Friends Club, this wonderful, amazing platform from all over the world. This is an impactful platform. We have top experts, global educators, professors, international speakers, world-renowned from all over the world. So welcome, welcome everyone. It is my honor to be moderating today, and I see many of my friends and many of my colleagues. Thank you so much for your efforts, the way that you impact everyone around the world, and what you're doing in amazing work every day. Behind the scenes, the grit, the grind that no one else sees. Thank you so much for being consistent in all your efforts. It's paying off, and thank you so much for being successful and helping others in their own journey to be successful as well. Thank you so much. I want to give honor to Dr. Inga. You are such a good friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and love you very much. Now, let's get rolling because we are already almost 10 minutes in and everyone is ready to hear our guest of honor, our first speaker. She is a world-renowned speaker. She's also a wonderful, amazing, impactful professor, leader. She is also a good friend of mine. Her name is Professor Nada Ratkovic. She is from Croatia. She is an assistant professor on the Faculty of Economics. She is business and tourism split in Croatia as well. She is a professor mentor in VET school in Croatia. She is also on the IIU board as far as a member. She is a country director of the IIU for Croatia. She is the president of the research center in IIU. My goodness gracious. She has a diploma in computer informatics, STEM expert, information system manager, designer of ERP info systems. This lady is the top of the top. I tell you what, she also is, she has many honorary doctorate degree. She's an advisor in National Agency for Education and in the Center of Excellence for students with special needs and gifted students as well. She's an active council member of Croatian Society for Operations Research and the Association of Accountant and Financial Professionals, okay? Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert. She's Minecraft Global Mentor as well. This lady also operates in top-level projects. She's a certified accountant, a certified ISO internal auditor. She is a founder and coordinator of many national and global projects, e-twinning, STEM, entrepreneurship, SDG initiatives. She's an author and co-author of many scientific articles as well. World-renowned research, works review of international authors. She is a social activist. She is on a global and national levels, okay? She's a multitasking global educator. She's won many, many awards. Her recognitions, diplomas, certificate, medals for national and international achievements are beyond, they're just amazing, top of the line. She is a leading expert. She also has many recognitions for humanitarian relief work and she volunteers in many organizations. She has honorary works in many NGOs around the world as a global community leader. She also is a global peace ambassador, SDG ambassador, T4 educator ambassador. She is an international advisor, dynamic educational research leader. She is an educator. This woman is a trainer. She is a scientist, a researcher. She is on the forefront of change. She's a dynamic speaker. So please welcome our guest of honor from all the way from Croatia, Professor Nada. It's all yours.
Wow, so proud of you, my dear friend.
Okay, thank you for this great I think that my global the network is just I talk and see that I'm disconnected. So greetings from Croatia. Thank you for this honor. I'm really grateful to be here today. Thank you, dear us for this great opportunity. This topic is great, and I'm really happy to hear all the great leaders, their opinions about this educators. And we will talk like educators. And every day, our mission is to educate our students. So seek first to understand, then be understood. That is a mission of every educator. How can you understand your student? Every student needs to be understood. So what are the mission of the teachers? The teachers need to understand a lot about their students. What I say every day, when I make a lecture, when I make a workshop with my students, I see in their eyes and on their face, did they understand me? Because communication, verbal, no verbal communication is very necessary, and that students need to understand us, and we need to support and be a guidance for them. Another, we need that feedback. If we don't have a feedback, if we don't have that guidance, what it means? It means provide powerful feedback and guidance freed from the traditional, because today we know that traditional methods are going in. We need to forget that traditional methods, because if you are not a professor, innovative, creative, if you don't have all the skills of 21st century, if you are not a critical thinker, how can your students be? So this year in Europe is a year called New European Bauhaus. And all professors and educators in Europe are working on the new European Bauhaus, on the new sustainable future sustainable school. And it's from the young years, all students are involved in this big European project, because Europe have a European Green Deal, and we are educating from younger years all students, pupils about this topic. What else we want to say with teachers? New pedagogical opportunities. What are new pedagogical opportunities? That I said before. We want a sustainability. We want to have a future, a sustainability future for our students. And we are giving them the opportunities. We are giving them the tools to understand and to refine the impact of that opportunities. Other is support their own professional development. This today is also our professional development. Today, we are exchanging our knowledge, and that is very necessary if we want to access and to understand all our peers. That is a mission of educators, teachers, professors. What is for the students? Students need to be more engaged. They need to be included. They need to be empowered. They need to be supported. They need to receive all knowledge, all the digital tools, the powerful, the new tools, which resources which we are giving them. Also, we need to personalize that tools for the students with special needs and for our gift students. So students need to create, co-create. They need to know and have all tools and techniques for their education. engage, we can say that they can explore their ideas like we are exploring our ideas. They need to explore their ideas, but their concept needs to be more deeply than our concept. Also involved all the school leaders. I didn't mention yet the parents. Why? Because we need to have parent-teacher partnership. What it means, parent-teacher partnership is needing a 3C. What is that 3C? Communication, consistency, and collaboration. We need to have a good communication with the parents. We know all that. That needs to have a consistency and collaboration. How can, if you have your own classroom, you need to communicate with the parents. And also, what you want, I always said, what you want to your own child, give to your students in the classroom, because their life depends about you. We know that we have many students which parents are divorced. We have many students which have maybe one parent, or if we have students, I can say, which are in category, social category without parents. So we need to give them education. They all deserve a common education. They all deserve good education, and communication, I can say, is a big step to that. We need to communicate with them. I have many students and we have hours and hours of our speaking. And now also in Croatia, I'm still at my work, because now after this I have students for the communication, because you need to be a mentor to them. I have them. I'm a mentor for my students, and they today are coming for their exams, and we are going to have a discussion, a debate about their tasks. So all in this chain, every person, parent, teacher, student, all are in this, like our topic is said, joint chain. We are a chain, built from a chain, and we need to continue every day to get to our students, to our kids, a new chain. I can say that is a big and great example of blockchain. We know today that blockchain is a high-end technology, and this chain, which we are today discussing, is also a great example of blockchain. So how can we have positive relationships? We need to build the positive relationships with all in this chain, to have a good communication, and also to get to our students a good education, and to have to give them I love to say, to give them a bright future. So never forget anyone in this chain. Communicate with the parents when you see a problem. Parent, school leader, you and the child needs to know problem. Every problem needs to be solved, and that is the only way that we can talk about a good relationship and a good education. And then our students will have a good health, and that is, they will have a positive mindset, and they will, as we said, we can talk then about the well-being if we take care about that. And we know that when we go from ourselves, today after this situation with COVID, and also this very fast way of living is giving us a lot of stress. We need every day to take a deep breath, to take a care about that, make exercises. Also, go to the nature, walk, make cycling, make exercises, and then we will have energy, and that energy is important to us, and that is the way how we can give the best of us from our students. Nada can talk whole day, but I think it's my time is.
Wow.
I think that was absolutely wonderful, Professor Nada. I love how you brought out some key concepts about us as educators and leaders with the students in regards to making sure we're taking good care of ourselves. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Inga to present your certificate.
Yes, congratulations. You did it well. You are amazing. Wow. Really, really, I am so proud.
Thank you. Thank you. I said I'm very happy to be here with all of you, and thank you, Inga, and thank you, M Akkas, and best wishes always for our Global Friends Club, because the name said all. We are here, all global friends, and it needs to be like that. And thank you, dear Dr. Tania, for your great introduction and for the summary of the speech.
Thank you.
Absolutely. She's amazing. I tell you, if you guys need to soak that up, because I've been on multiple platforms with her, and she's absolutely amazing every time. So thank you so much, Professor Nada. You are absolutely making big strides in what you're doing, and congratulations. Thank you so much. All right, on to our next speaker. So time is pressing, and we're going to have a big introduction for her as well. She is from the United States of America, and I get to introduce her. So her name is Miss Callie Faye. She goes by the artist name Tiana Dina, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Jones. She's the owner of Cali Girl Books, LLC publishing company. She's also the founder of All Lives Do Exist, Women's Lives Do Exist Global Peace Movement, showing God's existence within humanity for global peace. In college currently, she's at the University of Phoenix for her Bachelor's of Science. Congratulations for that. In applied psychology, concentrated on technology and in media. She's also known as a humanitarian. She's been a movie producer, music singer, songwriter, movie producer of her new movie and documentary called Through the Eyes of God and Humanity. Let's give a big congratulations and a welcome to the Global Friends platform to Miss Callie. I'm going to turn it over to you, Callie.
Hi, thank you guys for having me. My real name is Tiana Dene Jones, and I go by the name of Callie Faye, which is my stage name for my artwork, my music, my film, my music and music videos, and all the entertainment business to help the youth see that God does have existence. So today I'm going to talk about many things. I am in college for my Bachelor's of Science, applied in psychology, concentrated on technology and media. So here I am, part of the youth, but also as well as a global leader and impactor, virtually using technology, able to get people to listen, to show the existence of light mass and dark mass, energy and emotional concentration in the thought process. So today we are going to talk about many things, but the thing I want to focus on is you all as teachers and leaders of older generations to understand that God does exist and anything can overcome of parts of healing in the thought process and mindset. So anyone can overcome any life circumstance. And being an educator is very important for you because you're leading the youth and you want to lead them in the correct space, and you want to be in the correct space for peace within yourself so that you are not just giving them information from textbooks, but you're giving them information from experience. And you want to be a leader to show the mindset can be developed over time through that experience. So that's one thing that it's very important to discuss here. The second thing to discuss here is to develop concentration on your heart, your emotion. Emotions are very valuable because the mindset is one thing, but emotions are another thing. So you want to learn from your experiences and how you developed your emotions so that you can help mental illness and mental health develop as well with your students. Because some people have students that are going through mental illness. Some people have students that are going through mental issues because of their environments and the places they're living, and also the places that they have been. So you want to lead your students and lead people of the youth, and also advise your other coworkers, teachers, educators, global impactors, to see that anything is possible to overcome. So you want to tap into your true divinity of your own emotional concentration within a mindset, within emotions. And the point of this is there's nothing going to come out of feeding negative energy. If you're feeding negative energy, all that's going to recycle is negative energy in your life due to chaos, destruction, and anything that you are wondering, why me, why me, well, why me? Well, this is the case in our society and our evolution. There's so much to be abrupt to be taught here. As I am not a teacher, I'm a nutrition health coach. I just received last night from 15 hours of becoming mental health aid. Also being the fact that I am learning how to adjust to international speaking and other people's emotions of what they feel and have gone through of trauma. I am also a survivor of trauma, as I am a student. This is a very, very serious time in our world. So you have to be accountable for your actions and what you are teaching the youth and other people. It's not something to be abrupt as an emotion of lust, aggression, and greed, because outside of teaching, you have your normal daily lives. And, you know, some people, they leave their teachings at the classroom. Well, your teaching never stops. You being a human being and on these platforms for humanity, your teaching never stops. Your development and skills and mindset never stops. So you have to take that information and soak it up for knowing right from wrong. And as time progresses and your time progresses, you can see the evaluation of God's existence, because you're wondering, why me? Or this is great, this is great, this is great. So it's the energy of positive and also negative that exists in the world. So you want to take that back with your teaching, and you want to make a difference in the world with a purpose. You want to know right from wrong to make that purpose in evolution by giving the information to the students, because they are the ones that lead the world. After we are gone, we will have generations to come. So it's not about what generation fits the best needs. It's about uniting with the youth, uniting with a partnership, like others said, with not just the parents, but with the youth, of listening and understanding their emotions and getting better concentration on what you are developing as a human being and your inner purpose and your skills as a human being, because everybody has a chance to overcome life circumstances. If you can grab value and hold of your own emotional issues or things that you had went through, and you're able to recycle it into your teaching practices, you can make a difference in your classroom. You can not just give them the mindset and skills to develop, great job skills, great occupation advisement, but you're also leading them to have great characteristics. As you are building as teachers, you want to build their minds, you want to build their development for their hearts, their emotions. So you're leading them out of your darkness and what you've been through and your emotional trauma, and you're leading them into the light to consume a better mindset, a better, healthier sustainable goal of a mindset and advisory, because you are the leaders, right? You guys are the teachers. You guys are the perception of safety, responsibility. You know, you're teaching these children how to be correct, right? So as leaders and teachers and global impactors and people that are, you know, saying that you are these people, you have to have that mindset to say that you are and believe that you are and impact the skills of everybody around you. You do not leave your teaching in the classroom. You take your teaching home. You teach people, but you're teaching yourselves how to overcome all of your life circumstances. And by doing this, you are impacting the world globally. And that is what that word means, globally. You are making a change. You are doing exactly what your divine purpose is. And that is to deliver yourself out of your mistakes, out of your depressions and anxieties, because teaching is hard. And a lot of people know that it takes a lot of energy out of you to develop skills to give it to other people. So you want to go ahead and overcome that mindset to develop a better way of living for yourself, because you will bring what you bring to the universe back onto yourself, because this is the times and this is the evolution of what is going on. So develop your mind to see that there is more to come out of what you've already feel that exists inside of you. And once you develop these skills, you will be powerful if that's what you're seeking. You will be intelligently developed in a way that no one can tell you who you are. Once you know who you are and the adjustments you do need to make, this skill will carry on to your students. This skill will carry on to your coworkers. This skill will carry on to your family members. This skill, people will want to be around you more. You'll start seeing, well, I have an aura, I have a light, my health is doing so well now. Well, why is that? Because you're attracting positive energy. Einstein talks about light massive energy and dark massive energy. So if you can learn from the legend Einstein, which is a very high intelligent teacher and leader, you guys can learn from history. And if you can learn from history, you guys can overcome any life circumstance to be happy, to have joy, to give this suppressed energy that you've been pushing off, whether you're working too much, whether you're not focused on what truly matters to you. But once you focus on your true divinity inside, you will be able to develop teaching skills to your students. So the love that you're looking for is reciprocated through your students, through other people that you don't have to, you know, really put too much effort and work into. You'll be able to see what you've been lacking, and you feel that you've been filling voids the whole time, because that's why you become teachers. You become teachers to advise people to teach in a way of art, of creative and environment. And you're supposed to be respectful. You're supposed to be safe. You, as a teacher, you're a leader. You're making sure that the environment is capable of giving them the education and information. I'm not a teacher, but I'm here to spread information. I'm here to give not just a student's view of the youth. I'm giving you a tool and skill to heal yourselves, and also develop a mindset to give back to the youth and your coworkers, yourselves, family members. But we're also here covering many things. We're covering a development that needs to be done now, using this technology, using virtual media through film, entertainment, through all kinds of ways, music. And this can help you heal, and this can help you adjust to what makes you truly happy. So here I am today telling you, as a 30-year-old, 31-year-old woman, that anything is possible. Anything is possible to overcome life circumstances. And being a teacher, you have to find your inner true meaning of purpose of love and light. As long as you're focused on love and light, attraction will come to you. Everything will come to you that you desire for you to give the information. If you desire your students to listen to you, you have to listen to them. If you desire your students to behave in the classroom and stop talking, you have to stop talking and pause and ask your students the right questions. If you decide that this is the lifestyle that you got into for the occupation that you choose to do for love and light of a purpose behind your intention, the intention behind the universe will come back on you tenfold. So ask yourself as you leave this platform today, why do you do what you do? Do you do it for integrity? Do you do it for morals? Do you do it for standards? And do you do it to better your inner mindset and emotions? If you do, you're doing the right, you're in the right space of occupation. And if you don't, you need to find something else to do, because the youth needs leaders. We need leadership. We need people that are responsible, respectful, and honest. If you're not honest, you're in the wrong occupation. You shouldn't be jumping on these global calls. You need to do something out of honesty, because there is not anyone that is better than anyone else in this world. Everybody has put in effort, and God has given life to every single one of you for a purpose. Every one of you can make a difference in one child's life. So if you're not giving that purpose as a teacher, you need to be doing something else, and you need to go spend some time on an island by yourself or with people and learn how to communicate better within your soul and your spirit, your mind, your energy. And you really need to get some time away, because until that happens, how can you elevate? How can you elevate your students? How can you elevate your minds? How can you increase your intelligence? There's nobody who is the smartest person on this world. The only person that is going to be that successful is the person that is willing to listen. And we all have a chance to do that here today with all the speakers, taking in all the information, learning how to adjust our mindsets, because we're on these global platforms to learn. We're not on here to be the very best speaker. Like I told my daughter, because I am also a parent, there are people in the world that want to be the very best, but your job is to be the very best in you, with your emotions, with your mindset, and to respect your teachers and to listen to people who are giving you information. When people are giving you information, they don't have to have a huge degree. They don't have to have 1 million awards, and they don't have to be somebody who's, Einstein. They have to be speaking from the heart. They have to be passionate about what they do. They have to be passionate about occupation of teaching. You are all here to teach people. So continue teaching them, but don't forget, it's all a learning process, and you have to elevate your hearts, your mind, your spirit, and all that comes with it. And it is a struggle, but take it day by day. Thank you very much.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Callie, all the way from the US. Some of the main things that she talked about was obviously to heal yourself, giving you skills, a mindset, development of self, and also using the arts for effective teaching, speaking heart to heart. So I'm going to thank you so much for that. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Inga for your certificate.
Congratulations, dear. You are most welcome. Thank you very much. Wow, excellent.
Thank you.
Welcome. Amazing. Wow.
Okay, well, moving on. Thank you so much. Moving on to our next speaker and presenter from all the way from Indonesia. My goodness gracious. So he is the country director of IIU Indonesia. He is a board member of IIU, a guest broadcaster at State Broadcasting Program of RRI Indonesia, project director of several youth empowerment platforms and projects in Indonesia. Congratulations on all of those achievements. That is very, very special. So let us welcome our next guest speaker, Yudha Pamungkas. And I hope I pronounced your name right. If I didn't, please forgive me. But you are the next, and I know you, and you're laughing. So welcome, welcome. It's so good to see you. Welcome from all the way from Indonesia, my friend. It's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Tania, for kindly giving me the opportunity. I would love to extend my warmest and artiest thanks to the organizer. I know Dr. Inga, I know Dr.Uche from the previous platform, and I'm also with one of my friends here, Dr.Nada Ratkovic. I would really love to also share the thoughts of my students. I asked one of my students to write what I want to speak tonight, and I'm really honored that my student already made a, I don't know, 3 notebooks page of speech. I'm going to read it for you all in honor to my student. And here what she wrote: school, teachers, and parents play a vital role in holistic development of the child. Parents are the first mentor of the child, since they are the first people the students meet at home, and the teacher is a second. Both have immense contribution and responsibility in shaping child's personality. Parents are the child's first role model. This is really, really important, and I agree to what she said. The involvement of parents is viewed as an integral part of the education system. Thus, parents are the partners not only to school and teachers, but to the students' development as well. The shared responsibility include welfare education and value and identity shaping process. By building good relationship among parents and schools, as well as teachers, there is a sense of strong belonging to education. This will create a strong bond between students and their environment. We must remember that students are not the object of the education system. They are the subject of the education system. They are seen as the future asset of the world. Thus, they will need comfortable environment during their learning period. A strong support from both teachers and parents will help students achieve the following things. As you know, we can see that students will more likely get better scores in school tests, the tests that are made by teachers themselves. Also, they would likely be getting better performance in standardized tests. They also show better attendance and attention to lesson that would create strong interaction between students and teachers, and confidence as well as social skills development. It's really amazing how people can collaborate, how parents, teachers, and students can be united, can be making something new out of the old ideas that we have been living with for so long. Now, nowadays, there are many platforms to facilitate the teacher, parent, student involvement. And one of those platforms is the one that we are gathering into tonight, the one that I am speaking to tonight. And thanks to all the organizers, we can actually share ideas, and we can see that I have asked my students to watch these platforms tonight, and I know they are watching because they keep sending me screenshots. And we have conferences like the one we are organizing tonight, like the ones that you guys organized tonight. Also, there are several other programs. We have Model United Nations organized by the UNICEF. We have got other teen programs. We have got other platforms that provide teenage development program. As mentioned before, in IIU, we have the International Youth Development Council, also BCAP program, and the Show Us Your Talent program. And I can see that there are so many platforms doing this. This means that the world is changing. We are not making the students as the object, but we tend to involve them. Students are not the one to receive the knowledge, but they are the one to witness. They are the ones to share the knowledge themselves. At many points, we never realized that teachers need to learn. All people say that teachers are the source of learning. But then at certain points, I must say that teachers need to learn. Time has changed. Now, to wrap the speech that is written by my students, she didn't write much, but I'm very honored to present you with this. I would love to say that modern education needs active roles of three parties. Those are parents, teachers, and students. The three of them, when combined, provide a much better chance of the success of the education process. Remember, as the SDG number 4 mentions, the aim is to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong opportunities for all. The target 4.6, I would love to really read this, seeks to ensure that all youth and substantial proportion of adults, this means teachers and parents, both men and women, achieve literacy and numeracy. This means that we are going to learn together. There will be no giving and asking process, but we tend to give at the same time, simultaneously. This is really interesting. This will mean that the role of teachers, parents, and students is the foundation of the success of the future education. And I would love to honor my students. Her name is Iza Aziza. She is now 16 years old. And she wrote me this speech in honor to all of you here. Thank you. Warm love from Indonesia.
Wow. Wonderful job. Proud of you. Thank you very much. Keep up an amazing job. Thanks.
That was absolutely amazing. I agree. Couple of key points from his speech. The student that wrote that is absolutely amazing. Our education is definitely changing. The students are helping drive our education today. Times are definitely changing. Parent, teachers, and students are collaborating more than ever. SDG number 4, quality education, promote lifelong education is super important. Thank you so much, all the way from Indonesia. And I'm going to turn over to Dr. Inga for your certificate.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thanks a lot. Okay.
What wonderful way to honor the speakers and the guests with the certificates. Those are absolutely beautiful. Okay, the next speaker, I know personally, he is an amazing man all the way from Canada. I've followed his work. We've collaborated on different things. He is an amazing speaker. Not only is he a great speaker, a Toastmasters distinguished international speaker, but he has a true heart. for what he's talking about as well. So I want to give a big warm welcome to Mr. Von Eric Tandoc from Canada. All right, so he is wonderful. Let's go over some of his bio here. A professional inspirational speaker. He's an educator, moderator, facilitator, Amazon best-selling author. Von Eric is a positive influencer, which he is. He is a mentor, coach of public speaking, clarity, and a confidence builder. He started his coaching and mentoring program called Confidently Speaking Institute in 2019. Published his best-selling book titled Say It Out Loud, Say It Proud, last July of 2020. His work is about the importance of communication, learn the art of public speaking, and confidence in presentation. He is Distinguished Toastmaster, DTM, the highest distinction in Toastmasters International. Combining a sense of responsibility with gentleness and humor, because he has a great sense of humor, he states his mission clearly. I was born to bring out the best in people by sharing my experience in the mechanics and dynamics of confident communication so that others can realize their dreams. I love that. Von Eric Tandoc is a licensed teacher, had a background in customer service and marketing in the Philippines before moving to Canada in 2008. He now speaks globally in different platforms, organizations, and schools to share his mission and his vision. Now, Global Friends Network, let us give a great, big, warm welcome all the way from Canada, Mr. Von Eric Tandoc.
Thank you, Dr. Tania. Thank you very much. How I love, I'm going to open my camera, but right now I'm driving. So yeah, so yes. I heard Calife, I heard Dr. Nada. I'm listening to my brother Yudha, and what can I say, right? The parents are the first teacher, particularly now that we are in the situation that everything is online, like the online schooling because of the pandemic, and every students are in their home. So the guidance and assistance of every parent is very, very critical. I remember before the pandemic, I organized many youth leadership programs in my community here in Alberta, and I teach them with how to be confident, how to communicate well, how to enhance their presentation and leadership skills. And that was before pandemic. And I was so sad that everything goes online, and I stopped my youth leadership program because I don't want to add stress and anxiety to those students who are into online schooling. So the community wants me to do youth leadership program. And then I said, no, it's too much. The students are all online. They're doing virtual schooling. And if I'm doing my youth leadership program online, that will add stress to them. I always believe on the blended learning, which is the combination of virtual and physical, or what we call the classroom setting. But sometimes, in my experience, poor students at young age, exposing them to virtual learning is kind of a different atmosphere for them. I still believe on the traditional program, which is the classroom setting, that we need to emphasize to all students that the human interaction, the human connection is still the best. While technology helps us to be like in this conference, like this webinar, we are all together because of the power of technology, I still believe on human interaction. While human interaction is very important for me, eye contact, you can still feel what's inside the heart of everyone if we are talking face to face. And I'm glad right now we're all slowly coming back and we are almost in the normal that we had before. And everything is no longer online for students. I'm observing my community alone. I'm speaking on the particular community we're in, which is the Drayton Valley. And I had this vision again to restart and reintroduce my youth leadership program in this community. Because for me, public speaking, presentation, communication should be in person. But we adults, I think we are now comfortable with this online webinar, online conferences. And for me, for us adults who are no longer in schools, we are all educators, mentors, coaches, leaders, and speakers. I think webinar online and conference online should stay, even if there's no pandemic. My only request is that all students should not endure the stress, the hardship, the difficulty of having an online learning, particularly for teachers, because I believe it also requires a lot of work for teachers to prepare lesson plan. And then later on, they will teach us online. I still like the classroom setting. I once served as a teacher in early childhood education, and I was so sad when they closed the childhood education here in my community. I miss the children, the laughter, their faces, their happy faces. They're no longer in the daycare. It's because of the situation that we have been for the last 2 years. So I'm calling to everyone, if we can do something, that we should focus more on the classroom setting for children, for high school students, and even college students.
ছেড়ে দাও মা, একটু কার্টুন মাটুন দুক, আমি নামাজটা পড়ে ফেলাই সাথে কিন্তু
The boys who should not be in online, right?
Please mute your microphone, please.
There you go. I hear a voice of a child, and I miss the voice of a child. As I mentioned earlier, I miss the voice in early childhood. And now I'm happy because we are slowly going back to normal. For us adults, let's continue this webinar. For us adults, let's continue this virtual conference, but except for children at a young age, we should still show our love physically and be able to share that human connection and human interaction to young children. Over to you, Dr. Tania. It's very difficult to drive.
It
and
is.
It's very difficult to speak at the same time.
I hear it. I hear it. Thank you so much, Von Eric. I want to request that everyone who is not muted, we need you to mute your mic, please. Sabiha Rahman, please mute your mic. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Mr. Von Eric, that was amazing. We appreciate that. I'm so sorry that that was a bit rocky at the end. We apologize for that technical issue. We heard your heart and what you were talking about, and it was amazing as always. The heart of it is you have such passion for what you're doing, and it has been really impactful. We need to mute Sabiha, please. Whoever's in charge of the technical on this platform, needs to mute Sabiha, please. Thank you. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Inga, that she can present your certificate. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. Congratulations, you did it well. You are most welcome. Congratulations. I am so proud of you. You know it. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to ask Cliff Is Sabiha muted? Need to mute her, please, or him before we go on. Please mute that person.
Mr. Akkas Ali, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Please mute your microphone.
Yep, it's Sabiha Rahman. Rahman needs to be muted, please.
There is a form.
I'll just wait very patiently until that person's muted, please.
You mute your out and
I muted.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much.
that.
Yes.
Yes, she's muted now. Thank you so much to the platform and Mr. Cliff and Dr. Inga for doing that. Appreciate that. Okay, next for the speakers is all the way from the Philippines. So this is truly a global, world-renowned platform. The next speaker is Professor Cliff Ramsom Wendell Linengan. He's worked extremely hard to reach where he's at as at the moment, of course. He's been extremely grateful with the blessings that God has been giving to him all of these years. As of December 2021, he was awarded Outstanding Global Educator at the Who's Who 2021 Awards. Moreover, Professor is a recipient of the Gindkond Parangel 2021 Outstanding Educator and Advocate for Humanitarian Endeavor Award. He was also awarded by the Dangle Lay 2021 as Most Accomplished Educator and Humanitarian of the Year. He also received the World's Best Teacher Award in 2021 and the Global Educators Award in 2021 as well by the Asian University International, Indonesia, Global Academy for Human Excellence, and World Anti-Narcotics Council of Indonesia. Moreover, the Dynamics of Peace Rescue Mission International, Nigeria, Africa conferred upon him the Global Ambassador 2021 award as well. He has been conferred the Honorary Doctorate Award of Social Service by the United Nobles Rescue Service, and many, many more awards. My goodness. He is also selected as the Philippine representative in the Australia, Malaysia, Philadelphia Youth Camp held in Australia for the past 5 years in 2010, 2011, 2013, 2017, and 2019. He has been rated one of the top outstanding teachers in his previously teaching experience. Now, Global Friends Network, welcome, please, Professor Cliff from all the way from the Philippines. Thank you so much. Professor Cliff, it's all yours.
Okay, hello, am I audible?
Welcome. Yes, audible.
First of all, thank you so much, Dr. Simmons, Dr. Inga, and of course, the Global Friends Club founder, Dr. Ali,
Welcome.
and to all the organizers. So greetings from the 7,640 islands of the Philippines. I am really excited. It's almost, I think it's 11:15 here, almost midnight. Okay, but I'm still here, active, alert, excited to give a piece of my mind regarding the topic. So I won't be talking for a long time, knowing that there are lots of speakers who have substantial and very, very remarkable speeches ahead. I would like to focus on one specific aspect of this parent-teacher-student collaboration. Now, I'd like to begin with one of my most favorite proverbs. And King Solomon authored this, and he said, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." I'm a great believer of that. Tiana Jones gave a very excellent speech earlier about how we as teachers help mold the minds of young students, young pupils. Now, if we train children, if we train the youth, then these youth, these young people will never depart from what they have been taught. Now, obviously, the teachers, the parents rather, are the first teachers. They are the ones that are responsible in the training and development of their children. Now, when we factor in the teachers this time acting as loco parentis, second parents in the school, now if the parents and the teachers work hand in hand, there will be miracles and wonders that will happen in any child's life. One of the obvious things there is an increase in terms of academic performance, improved academic performance, I should say. The work habits, that's another thing, another benefit that the students or the children will receive once parents and teachers collaborate often with one another. Another thing there is, of course, their habits, their work ethics, and of course, we must never forget their social skills and emotional well-being. These are just some of the benefits, many, many benefits, if the children see that their parents are actively engaged in their life, in their academic achievements. Now, these students will see that their parents are concerned. You see, love should be put into action. It's not just through words. Once they see their parents attending meetings, for example, parents, teachers, associations, or meetings, that may be very, very little, but to a child, that means a lot. Or if the child, let's say, becomes an honor student, right? I mean, that means the world to a child. And if he could see his parents, his dad, his mom attending, that's even more than the ribbon or the medal that he receives. I don't know if everybody agrees, but personally, I think that makes sense because time and effort are clear manifestations of love in action. It's even more than intelligence. Once the children feel loved and taken care of, the students will shine. Personally, I do not believe that there are dull students, okay? I ban that word. There are no such thing as dull students, okay? No student is dull, most especially if the parents and the teachers are actively involved in his or her life. Our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, said that the youth are the hope of the fatherland. And that's very true because we get older, don't we? Right? Who will replace us? The older generation will be replaced by the younger generation. So the importance of parents and teachers and students joint chain, right? Collaboration couldn't be overemphasized or couldn't be underestimated or overestimated. It's just invaluable. It's priceless. We cannot put a price tag on the love and the concern that parents show to their children, or the love and concern that the teacher shows to his or her students. Once the student can see that the parents, his parents or her parents, and his or her teachers are really involved and engaged in his or her life, then wonders and miracles will happen. They will become productive members of the society. They will be assets in any society that they go to. Respect will be very basic. Courtesy will be very basic. Politeness will be very basic. These are values that are almost being drained right now, almost gone, almost vanishing, sad to say. But once we as global educators actually help one another in bringing this message to them, no matter how simple our message may be, then we will make or create an impact in the lives of these students because they know that we care. That's why I love the name Global Friends Club, because we really are friends, aren't we? Regardless of skin color, regardless of country, regardless of nationality, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Regardless of time zones, if I may add, right? Because once we hold hands together virtually, spiritually, we will be able to make a huge difference every little step of the way. So I will end on that note, and I hope that I was able to share something substantial, something helpful, something beneficial to all of us here. And I am so honored and grateful to be invited as one of the speakers. I really, really am honored and happy and grateful. So that's it, and I'll turn it over to Dr. Simmons and Dr. Inga.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Woo! That was awesome. Oh my gosh. I felt that, like we felt that on the platform. We felt the care, the concern, the love. I felt that. It reverberated in how you were speaking. We see the platforms lighting up with hearts. Everyone's applauding because that what you tried, what you were generating, which was love, everyone's feeling it on the platform. My goodness, everyone from Georgia all over around the globe. And that is what makes a great educator, right? Is when we have our heart for the children, they feel it. When we have a passion for this next generation, they feel it. So respect, two key points. Respect is of the utmost importance. When we translate that, we respect the students that we're teaching, right? And each other, no matter where we are in the world. This is what brings us to this platform, okay? So that was excellent. Number two is when we care, they know we care. They know when we show up, it makes their world. So thank you so much, Professor Cliff. Amazing, awesome. I love those messages. So I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Inga for your amazing.
Yes, oh, so proud.
Yeah.
Really, your speech is
Powerful.
inspiring. Wow, excellent. Thank you very much. And
Thank you so much. Thank you again.
It was.
Thanks. Excellent job.
I love these certificates too. Oh my goodness. Excellent job to the platform. Excellent. Okay. All right. Moving right along because everyone is soaking everything in. If you need to get some water, get some water. We're all educators here. We know how that is. Manana, good to see you, everybody. Okay. So moving right along. Actually, Miss Manana is next from Georgia. I'm going to be reading her bio right now. She is an ESL teacher at public school number 2 in Georgia. In 2018, she was nominated as a National Teachers Prize winner in Georgia and awarded status of a mentor teacher. She also manages Badati Innovation Center and coordinates Youth Tech Club alongside with the media project Generation Z. That sounds very interesting. She worked for the Peace Corps education trainer. I love the Peace Corps, coaching American Peace Corps volunteers during the pre-service training. Teachers Excellence Award winner 2002 and Fulbright Program alumni from Montana State University, holder of Order of Honor, awarded by the President of Georgia in 2003. So what a great honor it is to have her presence here. We are so honored. So thank you so much, Professor, for showing up and giving us your time. We are going to turn over the platform to you, and thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. And welcome, my dear friend, Georgia's people, proud of you. Excellent. Go ahead.
So first of all, thank you so much for giving me opportunity to speak here with you, such a great speakers and great people and great educators. And I'm really honored to participate here. And, you know, it kind of feels that you guys talk about the things that I really would like to talk. So we kind of share the same experience, and I'm pretty happy that we think we are on the same page. So thank you again. And I will like briefly say a couple of words about the parent and teacher relationship and how it works here in Georgia and generally. So for many children, you know that the most significant adults in their lives on a daily basis are the parents, and then their teachers at school. So these are people with whom they spend most of their time and who made the huge impact on their experiences and learning. So parents and teachers provide guidance and direction through their actions and their words on most aspects of students' lives. And the teachers mostly are the role models for their students, and they learn a lot from them. If there is a positive connection between the parents and the teachers, so the children's academic achievement and their attitude towards school and grades, as well as their social well-being, of course, improves, and they do better at school and in the society and at home as well. So to form these constructive relationships, we need better and constant communication and collaboration between teachers and parents. As Dr. Nada said, that these C's, these 3 C's, these components, if they work well, so the students can achieve to the best of their potential. In our country, the involvement of parents in the daily life of school still remains a kind of a serious challenge for general education institutions. You know, there are lots of families and the mothers that left their families for the better lives and financial support of their children, and they work outside of the country in different countries to send some money to support their families. And you know, this kind of keeps like lays back, and they don't have enough support. Like, I mean, children don't have enough support from their parents. And the schools say that, you know, they want to increase parental involvement, but parents are not ready for the closer relationships. But for the parents, they say the same about the schools, that school is not ready for the dialogue. And the problem is the communication, of course. And teachers and parents, they remember each other when a problem arises and the relationship starts in a mode of blame, kind of. Obviously, this kind of communication never gives the desired results. But if the relationship and communication is developed early, then it's much easier to address challenges if they appear. So what we need for the school and the parents to improve the relationship for the well-being of the students, of course, this is the will that they should want to cooperate with the teachers, with the school, and the knowledge they need to know how to manage collaboration. So they should reach out early and very often as possible. And if the school leader, the principal or assistant director, whoever leads the school, manages this important task well, there will be better relationships. And the collaboration between these 3 chains work well. And a new school year, September, when we start, for example, teaching in September, and the school starts in September in our country, a new school year is the perfect time to reach out to our children's teacher and begin establishing positive and collaborative relationships that will have a remarkable impact on the children's learning and development. And these evidence-based practices will go a long way in helping you work together to ensure that the children have the support they need to be successful at school, at home, and in their future profession. So, and again, parent and teacher relationship work well when both 3 parties commit to contributing to what they make their partnership work well. teacher, and I also like one of the presenters said that they asked the students to write about this topic. I do the same every time whenever I have a public speech or whenever I have a conference or just for myself. I usually ask my students that the question like, how do you guys prefer me to teach you? And I take all the time the responses that they would like me to teach them, like doing projects, for example. They don't like grammar stuff, like teaching them grammar rules and then doing exercises. They ask me to do some projects, and I gladly do that with my students. And when they see that I am all into this and I'm willing to listen to them and I'm willing to help them, you know, they notice this care and they notice how helpful I am with the students. So they always kind of feel the same, and they always like tell me that, you know, teacher, you're so kind, you always listen to us and support us. And it kind of feels like very, very sweet. And I'm so grateful to my students to do like that I have them. And you know, when I ask one of my students what they think about the teacher, parent, and school collaboration, they say, you know, that they both have the roles to raise a generation in a fair approaches, and students should be respectful to both parts. Like the teachers should respect their students, and also the parents should respect their children. The same is with the students. They also have to respect the teachers and the parents, of course. So, and when these three parties respect together, nothing can work better, like everything can work better, and nothing can work well when at least one person is not active in this chain. These are the words of my students. And if a teacher recommends something to a student, parents' job is to understand what the teacher means and then help their children to make a choice. And when I ask my students these questions and they answer this, they kind of like always tell me that, teacher, we love when you ask us such questions because it makes us think. And by asking, I'm kind of helping them to become deep thinkers. And you know, it's kind of very, very pleasant to hear that. So I hope that if the teachers and the parents and students work together, work very well, we will like have excellent results in learning, in social well-being, in everything. Thank you so much. I'm not going to be very, very long. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. My goodness. I love the fact how you brought out some key points about teaching our students how to critically think. You know, obviously my background is healthcare, if anyone knows me, but, you know, obviously critically thinking, the process, the ability to how to ask questions, utilize that critically thinking process within your students, and then maximizing it for their own benefit. I think that is a wonderful thing to do as far as strategy wise in teaching. And then also the other thing was evidence-based practices with the students. I think what you were talking about, I love how you brought that forth, because we need to know why we're doing the things we're doing. And as educators, we need to know, why are we teaching this? What is it going to help develop within our students? And is this evidence-based practice? So, you know, I love how you brought those two main things out. I love that. So, but I just,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to ask you a quick question. I know, you know, in respect to all the speakers, but have you ever had a very challenging, now keep this like 2 minutes, okay? But have you had a very challenging time where you were trying to teach this, you know, or help the students think at a different level? What was some of the, what was one of the leading strategies you used to help your students do that? Could you just speak on that for just 2 minutes?
Okay, so, you know, when, you know, the kids, like mostly in rural towns, I live in a rural town, so at a very small town, and these children are not got used to think critically. And thus I really want to ask them the questions that arise their critical thinking and help them think critically. So I am not like doing the things like explaining grammar and then answering the questions or something, like not giving him this closed-ended questions. I always do something that make them think and make them think out of the box, because they you know, they kind of have the narrow thinking that there is like school and home and there is nothing except of that. And when you give them some other things like, and ask them to show them some movies or documentaries, or read them the poems or the books or the stories about different people in different countries, and how they like, even the very, very like simple thing that showing the documentary about how the children in other countries go to school and what kind of dangerous ways they have to go to school. And when they listen to that and they watch that, they are kind of shocked, and they compare their lives to the others' lives, and they think that, okay, we have so much and we don't study well, and these people who live somewhere, it's kind of very different, and they kind of think differently after that.
It's true. It's true. I agree. It's important to not just teach, but to teach them how to critically think, to be independent thinkers, you know, and so that's super important. I really appreciate that. And I know everyone else did. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to turn it over to Inga.
Thank you.
Yes,
we have to prepare our students for their lives and not like only teach and only memorize something, right?
Exactly.
Thank you so
That's
much.
exactly right. Yeah.
Wow, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Really, your speech is very important and very interesting. Thank you very much. Საქართველოს თავისად თქვა თქვენი საკითხი როგორ მეამაყენით, დიდი მადლობა. Congratulations. Thank you very much. I also have thanks.
My goodness, that was wonderful. I think that's so important because, you know, even raising the next generation, you need to teach them how to critically think through certain situations, different life scenarios. I mean, it goes all across the board. So congratulations on that. Okay, so our next speaker and world impactor is all the way from Nigeria. We want to honor the time that we have. And I know that many people are waiting, so we're going to be as quick as possible. Dr. Okpala is the founder and CEO of 21st DigiSkills platform. It's a wonderful platform. If any of you have been on it, if you haven't, please look at it. It's a principal education officer, as she is. She's a federal ministry of education in Nigeria. She's a conferred honorary doctorate degree award in different fields by institutions and multiple organizations. Official SMM volunteer at International Human Rights Commission of Czech Republic. Award of Excellency in 2021 by International Academy of Peace, Development and Culture of Egypt. She's an outstanding robotics coach. Mentor Award for 2021 by First Lego League Nigeria. She is the top 5 Iconic Teacher Award in 2021 by Teacher X in Nigeria. She's the Global Educational Award winner in 2021 by International Internship University IIU. She's a Warrior of Humanity Award winner of 2021 by Crime Free World and Peace Council. She is a peace ambassador as well from the Peace Coalition in Egypt, United Nations SDG advocate. She is an honorary doctorate degree Peace Award 2021, a winner by International Organization of United Nations volunteer. She's a Global Teacher Award winner of 2019 by AKS India, Microsoft Innovative Educator Fellow. She's an Education Exchange E2 winner 2019 in France, Paris by Microsoft. Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert. She's a Minecraft Global Mentor. She's a Master Trainer, Microsoft Global Learning Mentor, Skype Master Teacher, National Geographic Certified Educator. She is an ambassador on many platforms, an ambassador to various tech products, organizations, and many, many more. Why do we take time? I know it's amazing. Why do we take time to introduce everyone like this? Because it's a form of giving them honor. That's why. It's recognizing their achievements, the things that they have done, and it's very impactful so that you understand the credibility of the people on this platform, okay? So thank you so much for your patience. We are going to turn this global platform over to Dr. Okpala from Nigeria. Warm welcome to Global Friends Network.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Tania Simmons from US. Thank you so much for that wonderful intro. I'm so sorry, I've been having technical glitches. I will not be able to enable my video. If I do that, I'll be going off and on. I really want to appreciate the Akkas and Dr. Inga for the invitation. This has been amazing. So thank you so much. I really want to appreciate all the eminent speakers that have spoken so well from their hearts. This is what it is, and we are all here to learn with and from each other. And for this thought-provoking topic, honestly, this topic it revolves around each other. They're interwoven with each other, and they can't even do without each other. So, based on this, as a teacher that I am, I'm going to be speaking from the teacher's perspective. You know, we teachers, what we do is that we are building a sustainable ecosystem of lifelong learning and best practices for all. So, me as a teacher, I know how it is, and when it comes to the career development, sorry, I'm going to focus on the roles of parents and teachers in career development of students. Be it any student with special needs or disability. So, you know, the era that we are in now is a very stiff competition. Selecting a decent career path has become very important in every individual as a student. At times, they get confused while deciding which career to choose from. In such a situation, teachers and parents has a vital role to play here. And, you know, to play an important role to identify a child's skills and interests. Just like I said before, they're interwoven with each other. So they'll be able to dictate the right path, career path for each child, for any child. They can provide proper guidance to students and, you know, can assist them in realizing their dreams. Just like I do, my students have been realizing their dreams. You know, robotics has given them a voice, not only in Nigeria or Africa, but in the world at large. So we should be able to know as a teacher to find out what the interest, what interests them, what are the areas of specialty, as in what are they passionate about, the kind of field and whatsoever. So teachers and parents can act as a motivators and can nurture these children, these students. They can prepare them for a bright career to face challenges in the future. You know, inculcating certain important habits like reading, writing from at every stage, it can really help them to get attuned with the competitive world that we are living in. We also living in a connected world, and without these basic skills being inculcated in our students, they're not going to make any headway. We are making them to think out of box to be able to identify real world problems and provide possible solutions to them. So, what I'm trying to say is that these days it is very difficult for parents to devote time for their children. Like my school is a boarding school, some parents will just, it's a kind of dumping ground for some parents to dump their kids. They don't care what is happening around their world. Okay, so as a result, they depend on teachers, schools, even coaching institutions for their child's education. So I'm going to talk about how to demystify this confusion related to a career pathway among our students. Many students face the dilemma of which course to opt in for after completion their graduation. They're confused whether to go for MBA or to go MTech or to opt in for even a job. A student studying at any level, very concerned about what stream to choose for graduation among various options like engineering, medicine, science, arts, humanities, and to mention but a few. Many students undergoing professional courses and unsure about their career prospects. So you teachers listen to me. What can you offer? Can you offer good career-related advice to your students by consulting with professionals and other specialists as well? Moreover, parents and teachers should make sure that students don't get influenced by socioeconomic factors like poverty, influence of neighbors, peers, peers pressures, and so on and so forth. So I would like to highlight few important parents as a guiding light to our students, the future leaders of tomorrow. So a parent is the sculptor of child's behavior, attitude, thinking. When it comes even character as well, they are the ones who have regular interactions with the child and understand their ambitions, their dreams, and their aspirations. Yes, every child aspires to be great in the future. So parents should identify at early stage what the child's interests areas are, okay? A child might be interested in diverse fields like automobiles, filmmaking, geography, and so on and so forth. The parents should encourage them to read books or watch videos or similar content related to the subject matter of their interest. So what I'm trying to emphasize on mostly parents should not pressurize their children to study all the time. They should treat them with care and show them a life lesson of dedication, hard work, sympathy, and teamwork really matters, because teamwork is one of the core values of this 21st century skills. Is very, very important. Not just only teamwork, collaboration, communications, and so on and so forth. So parents should encourage their children to read English, even newspapers, and should discuss on topics related to current affairs and news stories. This will generate the child's interest in reading newspapers and also will strengthen their hold on language. Children have different types of interests and hobbies. Yes, like painting, music, sports, and so on and so forth. So parents should discover their child's hidden talent and provide them with this scope and window to explore themselves. They discover the real version of themselves with the help of teachers and students and teachers and parents. I believe they will be able to attend to this greater height. Parents should interact with other individuals who are currently pursuing a course or maybe pursuing the career their children are also interested in. Give them chance, let them dictate, but from what they really want. Do not dictate for them on a particular career to go for. This is what they are passionate about, and they're going to make a great deal out of it when they come in the nearest future. So teachers also can act as the navigators. Yes, I'm doing that with my students, and we've already excelling all the way from Nigeria to the world. FDC that we are teaching in a remote area in the northern part of Nigeria. So, but our name has been heard all over the world. Using robotics has given them a sense of belonging. So teachers can conduct regular quizzes and interactive sessions occasionally. This will generate interest on studies among students and will provide them a thorough knowledge of the topics covered. Teachers should also focus regularly on general knowledge and current affairs, not as a subject, but as an additional component. This will generate among the students and will develop a habit of learning about daily happenings, not only in Nigeria or Africa, but in the world in the world at large. So responsible teachers can guide their students properly right from the initial stage. They can teach them about the nuisance of preparing for competitive exams and so on, just like my students that are preparing for their West African exams coming up, computer practical next week. So we should be doing that. And the teachers themselves should teach the students to be self-conscious and to train them to recognize their own talent and develop themselves accordingly. So to enhance students' skills, and it needs boost their confidence, build up confidence in themselves. Teachers can conduct regular educational tours, interactive sessions with industry experts, bringing explorers into the classroom to make everywhere to be lively, interesting, invigorating, and so on. So I would like to wrap it up because I wouldn't want to waste much of our time. Students can be confused about career options and may also be afraid to take right decisions. So at such a time, teachers can guide them to the right career path. So I really want to wrap it up as a conclusion. Parents and teachers can play an important role in modeling a student's career. They can nurture a child properly and make them understand how to choose a good career and working in hand, just like I used the word before, interwoven, teachers and parents can be an important catalyst in career development of every girl's child, students with disability or special needs. Thank you so much for your attention, and I'm so happy to be here among the eminent speakers from all over the world to share our insightful thoughts on this thought-provoking topic. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much for your attention.
Wow. Thank you so much, Tia. Thank you so much. You are doing an amazing job. Really, really. Keep up a good work. God bless you. Thank you very much.
You know what I enjoyed the most about that speech was, thank you so much, Professor and Doctor. I really appreciate that, was the fact that you were turning our attention that they would pursue their passion, that they would pursue, that we would encourage the students to pursue their passion and to get back to reading. It's like a lost art these days, a hard book to read. I mean, we have Audible, we have YouTube, we have all sorts of tech savvy, our students are so tech savvy. It's so nice to be able to get them reading, and encouraging the love of reading. So that's super important, Dr. Okpala, and appreciate you so much. All the way from Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations there. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Before it was STEM, right now it's now STEAM. So reading and art has been added to it, with engineering, mathematics, and it's now STEAM. So reading is we as the teachers, we are trying to imbibe this culture of reading, because this social media, whatever, has taken over the reading.
Oh yes.
So yes. Bring it back. Okay, so that's why it's been added. The reading and art has been added to this thing. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
so it's
absolutely.
now called Spring. Yeah,
absolutely. That's such a key point. It's hard too. It's kind of challenging to stir up that passion for reading like it needs to be, because of all the technical avenues that they have. One click and you pull up a book and you can actually listen to the book instead of reading it. But absolutely, I definitely agree. We agree 100%. So thank you, Dr. Okpala from Nigeria. Appreciate you so much. Okay, moving on. That was a great little session there. Moving on, our next speaker, I've been on multiple platforms with him. He is an amazing teacher, lecturer, doctor from Macedonia. And I think he already knows who he is right now. I'm gonna, he's smiling and he's laughing. He's such a good friend. I love the way he teaches, he lectures. He is phenomenal. All the way from Macedonia. He's an academic, he's an educator, speaker, lecturer. He's an inventor and a scientist, a researcher, social activist and worker, author, a leading, some of these things I can't even read. I can't even pronounce, to be honest. He is a natural health coach. My goodness gracious. This is Dr. Drăgan from all the way from Macedonia. God bless you and welcome to the Global Friends Network. We are so honored to have you here. So the platform is all yours.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tania. Thank you, Inga. Hello, everyone. I'm honored to be part of this World Conference today. Thank you for the organizing team. I will be short message for me. Teacher and parents are scared. They are the ones who show us the way to be good human beings, to help each other. They do not educate us in order for the world to be a better place to live. Students need to be taught about all, to be human and to know the true values of life. After the pandemic, we need to engage in as much practices as possible, because with this pandemic, the work space for students to learn to create has been reduced. My advice is to never give up on your dreams, because something, just one right step bring you to the top. That is who they should focus on practices only, so they can be they are rares of the change in this world. Thank you very much. Greetings from Macedonia.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Fabulous. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Drăgan.
And congratulations. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That was fabulous. Okay. Well, our next speaker is all the way, let's see, all the way from Egypt. And this man is world renowned for the work that he has done and completed. And we are so excited to have Dr. Adly on board all the way from Egypt. He has patiently been waiting. He's had his video on the whole entire time. He's been engaged. Don't you think we notice? He's been engaged the whole entire time. So thank you, dear Dr. Adly. Professor Adly Rahman is the principal of Global Course Academy, GCA, for teaching online English courses. The principal of English Language Department at Izzet El Nim Academy High School, Ministry of Education of Egypt. He is also the lecturer at Alpha Aviation Services Academy. He is also the lecturer at Trust Academy for teaching English courses. Thank you so much, Dr. Adly. Appreciate your time.
Welcome. Yeah,
Thank
you're
you
welcome.
so much.
Thank you, Dr. Tania.
Welcome.
Thank you,
All
Dr.
yours.
Tania. Thank you, Dr. Inga. Thank you, Dr.Uche, and thank you, my colleagues that spoke before me, because they helped me to complete a wonderful picture about the most important topic that we took today, about teacher, student, and parent. Okay, this so important topic. When I talk about teacher, student, and patient, and the parent, they all have to collaborate together. Okay, and to get a good, to create a good community, and doing together to support each other to achieve prosperity, welfare, progress for their own country. Okay, and the educational process shifted from, I think, relying on the teacher, the student, and the parents. They all focusing on the student using and employment of the technology. So the teacher, if I so the teacher, we all, the teacher, the student, and the parent, all have to collaborate together, okay, to create a good community. Okay, so the teacher in the new education system is a facilitator who clarify according to the need of knowledge and develop their spirit of research and investigation. So The teacher's role here is to create and diversify strategies, his strategies, methodologies, and activities to get better learning and less interference, as well as his work is to activate students' work to employ technology in other community facilities in classroom and at home. Therefore, the teacher has new rules, okay, in the process of school planning, as it is moving towards electronic planning based on making electronically ready forms, storing them and working on their implementation. Okay, assessment as a teacher works on preparing ready-made examination forms and how to be creative by doing many attractive and enjoyable activities. Classroom management, so the teacher is the leader, and he can fill the classroom with the classroom maybe has many computers to obtain knowledge, and that needs a special kinds of classroom management. So the teacher plays an important role to create good environment to get learning process attractive, enjoyable, and more interesting. So the teacher's relation with his student and his colleagues, the teacher as the first factor who plays many roles as a guide, supporter, advisor, facilitator, and the father at school. And there is a father at home, so there is a father at school. So the teacher is a father at school. Okay, so all of these rules requires good communication between the teacher and his students and colleagues, as it is based on the exchange of experiences and dealing with students based on the mutual respect. But what about students? Who we can ask ourselves, who is students? So the students, he is my son, my daughter, your son and your daughter. They are, okay, they are all the hope of the future. They will be doctors, engineers, scientists, maybe inventors, pilots, teachers, leaders, and soldiers. So the student is considered the most important member in each country. All plans are designed and planned for him to get a good and creative citizen. So after employing information of communication technology, the student has become the focus of teaching and learning process. And it is no longer memorized as before. So today the student must learn by doing and searching to obtain knowledge and to follow the directions of his teacher to facilitate access of knowledge and obtain it through worksheets or activities prepared by the teacher and implemented by the student. So if I talk about the parents, so the parent is a mother or a father or both together, okay? So they have to participate in the education of their children, and they can strengthen the relationship between home and school. Children not only learn at school, but also they can learn outside school. They can learn with their friends, their family members at home, and in the playground, in clubs, okay, and other places. So children carry with them when they enter school their lives outside school, and the same thing happens when children transfer their experience, okay? Learn it at school and at home. For example, homework, applying what they have learned from educational exercises at school. In situations they encounter in their daily lives, they live of support and develop their educational exercises. So that is why the past decades, okay, witnessed in increasing interest by educational specialists and researchers to study the relationship between home and school and the role of parents in the education and development of their children. Okay, awareness has also increased about the need to understand and the factor outside the school environment and to identify their impact on the child's success and performance. Okay, in school, at school, or there has also been an increased interest in the children's family environment and their future and their cultures as one of the learning resources that supports school learning. So I can reach to a good result that finally we have to do more researches about how to benefit from collaboration between school and home presented in the teacher and the parent to create a good citizen represented to the student. Teacher, student, parent all do their jobs for the development of their countries and communities to get prosperity, welfare, and progress. Thank you.
My goodness. So I love some of the key points here. Thank you so much, Dr. Adly. We really appreciate you all the way from Egypt. Thank you so much for your patience, your dedication to the presentation and this platform, for sharing your wealth of information and knowledge. So I love how you put about collaboration and making sure that we're collaborating with the parent, teacher, student, relationship. I also like how you said that we need to do a little more research and how we can be more effective in that way. I enjoyed you bringing that out because that's true. I think we can always make those impacts better. And also the other thing I loved about what you were, there's so much that it was jam-packed in there, but was the fact that as educators, we need to be reminded it's about brothers, sisters, children. We educators are not just educators in the classroom. It's about teaching and training, knowing the differences between those two as well. Hands-on, demonstrative, auditory, visual learners. But I love what you said as far as, it's about teaching our students, could be our brother, could be our sister, could be children watching us by examples. And, learning starts in the home. And so thank you so much for bringing that back all the way around 360. So Dr. Ali, thank you so much. And Dr. Inga?
Thank you so much. Thank you. You are, yes, most welcome. You're the great teacher and the professor. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's amazing.
And congratulations.
My goodness. The speakers and the level of the speakers on this platform is just phenomenal. But the one thing that I love the most is that these educators, Dr. Inga, wouldn't have shown up if they really didn't have a heart for it. All of the speakers on this platform, they love what they do. They have a heart for their children, and it shows. It's global. And I think, why can't we just take the best from what we are learning and how we are delivering it and learning from each other. I think this is so needed, especially in this time. So thank you so much. All right, everybody, thank you so much for your patience, your love and attention. We are on the last speaker now. The last is he's phenomenal. He is a world-renowned mover and shaker. I've been on multiple events with him, and he is all the way from India. It is Dr. K Rajput, all the way from India. Now, let me tell you a little bit about him. His bio is extremely jam-packed with excellence, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. He is a member of the Leadership of Excellence, Harvard Square. Dr. Rajput is a seasoned corporate professional with a rich experience of over 40 years in pharmaceuticals, healthcare industry, sales, marketing. Yes, there he is. He's a man of excellence. I can tell you, I've been on multiple platforms with this wonderful, amazing man. And I'm telling you, what I love about you, Dr. Rajput, is one, your spirit of excellence that you carry. When you do something, and I can say this personally, so give me a minute. I know that this man wants it done right and he wants it done with excellence. And I love that about you. So he is working as Senior Vice President and Vertical Head in Domestic Market, now heading in International Business. He is world renowned. He has over 33,000 followers on LinkedIn. People love his content. They are following what he is saying. He is honored by the British National University of Queen Mary from the United Kingdom, United States of America. He's also completed multiple certificates in management and leadership from Harvard Business School. Congrats on that. Well done. Risk management from all sorts of universities. Oh, I mean, it would take me 30 minutes to read his bio, but I'm going to give him due diligence. He is a mentor, change maker, history maker. He is a guest of honor, chief guest, keynote speaker, moderator, thought leader, activist on numerous national, world-renowned platforms, high-level executive platforms. So you guys want to have change in your life, you need to listen up very closely to this speaker, because this is the person that does, he's trained over 14,000 multiple people internationally, seasoned professionals, young minds on various streams. So I want to give an outstanding welcome of love and affection to Dr. Rajput, all the way from India. God bless you. And we are in tune, we are attentively listening to you. The platform is all yours, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the wonderful people, wonderful eminent personalities who are here. And I'm really blessed. I'm really blessed. And Dr. Tania, you are one of the best moderators. Salutations to you. Right. And Dr. Inga, thank you so much for giving me such an excellent opportunity to be a part of such a eminent people, where many of the people I can see them, I resonate with them, I keep on hearing them, I keep on learning from them. And today also I learned many things from them, because the educators are always respected. I always see you are the people who build not only the children, but you are the people who build the universe. You are the creator. You are the person who gives the torch, that you are the torch bearer. And that is the reason I have lot of respect to the educators. And wherever I go, I said the first is my teacher, because you are the people who chose everything to us. It's always said that a very important saying was there: the mediocre teachers tells, you are not a mediocre teacher. The good teacher explains, you are again not a good teacher. The superior teacher demonstrate. You are again more than that. But the great teachers inspire. Today, you are the great teachers. So I applaud to all of you. You inspire us. You inspire us. Believe you me, because in my professional journey, I always seen the teachers who have joined here. You are the biggest inspirer. Believe you me. And it is not for the saying on this platform I'm talking. I have heard you multiple times, many times, and at the different platform. So with this is a great gratitude to Dr. Inga once again for giving me this wonderful opportunity in front of so many wonderful people. Today I'm in Lagos. Today I'm in Nigeria. Today I'm in Lagos. But I don't want to miss this opportunity to be a part of this program. So the program is very beautiful, right? The program is that the teacher, student, and parents, right? So I will take you in a different way because we are a professional. As a teacher or as a senior person, what you want to be from the student, because you want that the student should shine, right? Because you have attained your leadership, you have attained your position very well. You are the most respected people in the entire society. But your respect will be the more feather, the more jewels will be added on your crown, where your student is going to shine. Am I right? And when your student is going to shine, it is going to add lot of value for any of the teacher. So today, the scenario has changed. Pre-COVID, COVID, and the post-COVID. So the COVID has taught us many things. We love the virtual things. But when we say about the virtual part, I was listening very carefully some of the eminent speakers. They said virtual is good, but at the same time, that being in the college, being in the college and being in the school is very, very important.
Rajput sir, you can. Okay, Rajput sir, you can mute yourself.
Yes, sir. So being in the college, being in the school is it is very important, because see, in 2 years of time, we are able to build the IQ of the student, IQ, intelligent quotient, right? But what about the EQ part, emotional quotient? Emotional quotient is very, very important, because today the journey is not the journey of the everything. Today is the journey is of the digital journey. Any of the student which is coming out from the school or the college, he or she is going to be part of the digital journey. But at the same time, the computers, the machine, the digital journey, the artificial intelligence, the AR, VR, mixed reality, who is going to do it is the person behind it. And unless and until the person will not have that emotional quotient, the person will not respect the other person, the person will not able to understand, the person will not have the empathy, the person is not have a very polite communication, right, with a full of respect, because it is always said that if you want to get respect from somebody, you start respecting the others equally, then only you will be able to get the respect. So it is very, very important. So when we are in the school, when the children, they come in the school and all, right, they learn so many things from the teacher. They learn so many things with their peer student. Today, the scenario is of the blended learning, right? Today, the teachers I have seen, they are building the leaders. They are not doing many, the system of monitoring the class has gone. Monitoring the class by one student has gone. It is like how we are going to build the leaders among the entire group of the student. Because today the scenario is that a group of the student, somebody likes mathematics, somebody likes science, somebody likes music, somebody likes cricket, somebody likes something else. So we have to encourage, because gone are the scenarios of 30 years back where person should be towards only one side. There are multiple facilities are there. In that way, we must be encouraging each and every student like their godfather, and that is the way we are able to build. Another thing I like to add here, by the standard of 8th or 9th, when the student is there in front of you, start building their dreams. So on that particular dreams, they will start working on that. But when they come on the 10th standard or when they go to the college, they are very clear what they want to become in the life. Because when you start putting the dreams in front of the student, they will think alike in that way. Otherwise, the mind will be totally diverted. the mind will be totally diverted because they will start thinking something else, something else, something else. But when you are giving a clear-cut vision to them, mission to them, and then they will start working and they will be able to make many roads ahead, and the roadmap will be created ahead. And that is the reason the best pride for the teacher will be that a teacher can say that my all student in my class or in the school as a principal, they are somewhere, and it's a matter of great respect for the teacher, great respect for the school. So these are the important things are there. Coming to the second part, which I like to highlight about it, we always say that you can teach a student a lesson for a day, but if you can teach him to learn by creating curiosity, he or she will continue the learning process as long as he lives. Because it is very true, learning is there till the breath is. And this is the right time to inculcate that part in any of the student. Parents, coming to the parents part, we know that parents are more dependent on the teachers. The VUCA world has shown them that yes, they are there, but still any student, they believe on the teacher's statement. If the teacher will say the color is blue, maybe the color is not blue, maybe the color is different, the student will carry on about that part. So that is the reason the teacher is the real ideal. So the triangle of the teacher, student and parent put together, syncing together, making the things very well. Last but not the least, I like to highlight, as a teacher, because now the COVID is over, you must have a session for the parents. You must have the session for the parents. Tell them that what was pre-COVID, what was during the COVID, and what COVID has given us the learning, so that the student and the parents and the teacher should be aligned together. So whenever we call as a parent-teacher meeting and all, instead of putting the marks in front of the children on the parent, first you have a meeting for the parent. Tell the good points of your student. Tell that yes, your son or your daughter, she is excellent in this. Encourage that. And please tell that how you want to see that particular student in the coming time, in 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years of time. Guide the parents accordingly. Because you are there for 8 hours. You may not be there for all 8 hours. You are there for 2 classes, 3 classes only, and that too 4 times in a week. But the parent is there remaining time. So parent and student will synchronize. Other thing is I like to highlight, gone are the days when the teachers, they used to put a negative remark for the parent that your child is not doing. Encourage the child in front of the parent that this child is excellent in drawing. This child is excellent in science. Why don't you think something more about it? If the child wants to become astronaut, give him the plethora of the things where he or she should understand what astronauts are going to do. The child is very good in digital marketing. Tell them what are the books are available in digital marketing. What are the new ways are there in the digital marketing, so that the child mind will be open, the parent mind will be open, the roadmap is clear, and as a teacher, you will be able to understand that yes, where my student is going, and that is the real pride. So with this, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tania ma'am. Thank you so much, Inga ma'am, Dr. Inga. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Wow. My goodness. Did you feel the energy when he was talking?
Yes.
My goodness. And you know, I don't just say those things. I mean, truly, that speech was very impactful, and it was so clear, it was concise, and it was directive for us on the platform. You gave us real strategies and how and what to do with our students and with the people that we're teaching and educating. Place the dreams, bring out the dream within your students. You taught us how to do that with 5 strategies. You also encouraged us, and I love listening to you. And here's why. Because as soon as you got out of the gate, you said, I'm going to turn it from a different perspective. You gave us a different lens, multiple lenses to look at this topic. And you switched it and you changed it up, and you gave us new strategies and reminded us of some old strategies as well. But I love the forethought, the forward thinking that you have as far as collaboration with the student teacher, the middle, and post pandemic. I love the fact how you brought out goals for the students and how we can collaborate with that, and like kind of goal setting for our students. I loved how you planted that picture in us. And so to all the speakers, my goodness, congratulations. This has been phenomenal. I've enjoyed it. I hope you guys have, but we're not ending there. We are going to honor Dr. Rajput with his certificate, and Dr. Inga, all yours.
Wow, congratulations, dear.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. My respect to you. Wow. Thank you very, very much. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So my honor to help moderate this platform today. Thank you so much to Dr. Inga. Thank you so much to the founder of the Global Friends Network, to all the speakers from around the world. Now, you know, this takes time. This takes effort. The Global Friends Network and Dr. Inga have worked very hard behind the scenes, very, very hard. So let's just give a round of applause to them. Thank you so much for putting this on. It's an excellent, excellent conference today. Not only one nation, but multiple nations represented. So thank you so much. Appreciate you so much, Dr. Inga, and the founder for Global Friends Network. Thank you for my certificate, guys. Thank you so
Mr. Akkas, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, our most respectable, honorable moderator. You did very well. Thank you very much once again.
Congratulations, my dear.
I would like to already we are passing 2.5 hours already. We can longer our session. We should conclude our session soon. So before that, I would like to thanks our director of Global Friends Club, Dr. Inga Kharchilava. And before we end the session, our participant, would you like anyone? Would you like to say something about or your feedback, please? Dear participants.
I would say a couple of words if I can. Okay, just I want to thank you again. Thank you again for like a great session, a great presentations, and also thank you, each of you, the great speakers around the world. I learned so much today from you, and I really love the last sentence from the last presenter, Dr. Rajput. Start building your students' dreams. I will work on it, and I will keep that. Thank you so much. It was excellent. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Dear Inga,
yes.
Would you like to say something?
Yes, thank you very much. Oh my God, I am very, very happy today. Yes, I'm proud of you all. Oh, thank you very much. My big respect also all. It was a really amazing and unforgettable session. Thanks. I am amazed, really. It is really, really amazing.
Thank you, Inga. Thank you, Tania. Thank you, everyone, the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Fruitful.
Thanks to my dear Dr. Tania. Wow, you are super. Thanks a lot. Thanks all speakers, all participants.
Amazing,
Nada.
amazing.
Oh my God. Oh, yes.
Dr. Nada,
I am very happy today. Yes.
Spasiba. Everything else. But I want to just say really quickly, I learned from this. We can always grow and learn. I love the value and the content and the hearts that came out today. I want to say something too. Most people drop off, you know, during and through the conference. You know how it is with a virtual conference. And at the end of this, when we were ending, it was like 72 participants still. So that is a huge retention for a conference that's going on for 2 hours globally. Some of these speakers, it's like midnight, 1 a.m. for them. And I mean, they're dedicated. They're on the line. They're learning. I mean, that says a lot about the caliber of the people that are on this platform. And I want to give a huge shout out and an honor to all of the global speakers. This is not something that I'm just saying. This is what we really mean. Thank you so much for making this a huge success. Without you, it would be nothing. So it's about you, and it's about our mission and vision of growing global educators worldwide with a spirit of excellence. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you all. Love you all.
Absolutely.
Thank you, and hope to meet you again sometime in the future.